votes!
Standing before you as a sister, a daughter, a friend, and an advocate. And we've gathered here tonight because something phenomenal is happening. Women from all over this state have gathered online to firmly say no. When I left tonight to come here, more than 24,000 women have gathered on the Facebook page, Women Against Steel, to say no. No to domestic violence in Georgia. No to sexual assault in Georgia. And no more leaders in this state who won't work to end violence against women.
That's right.
And this is not about Republican or Democrat or some other party. This is about the more than 50% of voters in Georgia. This is about women. It's about our mothers, our daughters, and sisters. It's about making Georgia safe and holding those who violate, abuse, and murder women accountable. It is simply not okay to vote 4 times against landmark domestic violence legislation and expect to be our governor. It is not okay to dismantle the rape shield law, the law that protects women from ruthless defense lawyers trying to convince a jury that a victim of rape is somehow asking for it, and then expect to be our governor.
Yeah.
It is not okay to vote against the Violence Against Women Act in Georgia in Congress, the most important funding mechanism for domestic violence shelters and rape crisis centers, and then expect to be our governor. And it is not okay. And we are here to say no. More than 24,000 Georgian women are here with us tonight online and with us here to say no. And they're also telling their stories. Tonight, while we are holding a vigil for victims of domestic violence, women across this state are lighting candles in honor of this event. And let me read you a few of the things that women are saying online. Diana in Marietta said, "I will light my candle in my home in Marietta, Georgia. I have family and friends that were victims of domestic issues, and somebody needs to put an end to this and start with us. I commend all of the women and men in support and that will be visiting the headquarters this evening. I may not be in attendance in the flesh, but I am in spirit, and I will be at the polls on the 2nd. See you there. My prayers are with you all." And Karen in Hall said, "I will not be there, but I will be lighting a candle for my daughter who was killed last year in November, who left behind 2 children, a 2- and a 4-year-old. Those are just a few of the thousands of comments left on the wall. In honor of the survivors of domestic violence and in remembrance of the more than 700 domestic violence fatalities in Georgia in the last year, I would like to ask for a short moment of silence. So women of Georgia, our voices are being heard. Women of Georgia, when we come together like we have, we can move mountains. Better yet, we can hold our leaders accountable and we can end violence against women. Women of Georgia, we are showing right here and right now that all elected officials and aspiring politicians must take our concerns seriously and that they must work to end violence against women, not make it easier to happen. And women of Georgia, I ask that you please share this experience online tonight, tomorrow, and the rest of the week. Tell the women and men in your life about this experience. And know that any woman in danger can get help. Georgia's domestic violence hotline is just a phone call away. Victims can speak with an advocate, safety plan, and know that they are not alone. Simply call 1-800-33-HAVEN. Thank you for being here tonight. Thank you.
Remember your votes. We 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 remember your votes.
This was a beautiful night. We heard some really beautiful stories from women. You should know that all over the state right this minute there are similar vigils being held with the same reason. We've got word, if you see our page, that there are vigils being held in Marietta, of course, Cobb County, Blue Ridge, South Georgia, Macon, Savannah, all over the place. So it's really gone viral. And this is a group of women who've come together simply to look at one candidate and see what his history on voting was for women. I feel as though, you know, he's our representative, he was our senator and went to Congress, and he voted repeatedly over and over against issues that are important to women. So for us, that speaks volumes. Women have historically made campaigns, they've changed election season, right, because they come out and vote. It's time to pay attention to what Nathan Deal did while he was in the legislature, voting 4 times against a act that would protect women who are being abused in their home. He voted first and foremost, the second he got into Congress, against protecting family members in domestic violence situations. And the list goes on. I mean, we've talked about the rape shield dismantling. We've talked about the rape kit funding, equal pay for women in the workforce. Keep these things in mind because they affect your life, they affect your sisters, they affect your daughters, they affect your grandchildren. And it's an unbelievably important election, and we've got to get out there and vote. It's all about turnout. It's about bringing 50 of your girlfriends and your men friends to the polls on Tuesday.